Back. Welcome back again with yours truly, your domestic issues counselor, Mr. James Horton. Welcome back to my class. All right. This class is going to be called domestic. It says this class is going to be called Does Should Domestic Violence be viewed as mutual combat? Should domestic violence, you guys, be viewed as mutual combat? Before we get into the class, I would like to hit you one more time with a request to subscribe to my channel. It's called Domestic Issues with the Counselor, Mr. James Horton on YouTube. Domestic Issues with the Counselor, Mr. James Horton. And you can find it on Google or whatever website. Just put that in. All right, so it's called Should Domestic Violence Be Viewed as Mutual Combat? It says, let's see, it says, when it comes to, when it comes to domestic violence and domestic issues, many people believe and say when they use verbal and physical abuse towards their partner, strike out, or attack their partner, they believe they do it in the manner or framework of mutual combat. Many people define mutual combat when someone like an intimate partner, friend, spouse, or significant other is verbally or physically attacking them, hurting their feelings, which causes them to find mutual combative reasons to hurt them back. Some even believe if someone has something that they don't have, they can go into combative mode and take what doesn't belong to them. They also believe that. They be like, when it comes to that hater stuff, and when it comes to that, well, I don't have this toy, I didn't get this toy. It's like if you go over a friend's house, they let you spend the night. Sometimes you believe that because their family has something that your family doesn't have, or their children have toys that you don't have, that you have a right to take what you see. And this thing is a very serious matter that's going on all over the country, in many cities, in many places you thought it would never happen. People are doing home invasions, they're taking what doesn't belong to them, and they're doing very awful crimes and not looking at the severity of it or the consequences that will follow. All right, so moving right along. Number one, it says, ask yourself questions. It says, do you believe if a woman or male partner hits you, that you should hit them back? Do you believe if someone, boom, hits you, someone, boom, uppercut, right, that kind of stuff, someone kicks you, do you believe that if someone hits you, you have a right to hit them back? Now, the word, the basic instructions before leaving earth, the Bible, what I'm getting to, is it has some scriptures in there and say turn the other cheek, meaning don't hit them back. Just let them keep on abusing you. And so I don't know if you feeling that, if that makes sense to you. I don't know if it even makes sense to me. But I know it don't really make sense to me. But I'm asking you guys. Just something to think about, man. It's like, man, because you probably could barely take your first blow. So I don't know if it should be okay to take a chance on getting the second blow that might really put you away for life, or even worse, paralyze you or something. So number two, do you believe that it should be mutual and fair if your partner attempts to hit you and misses, that it would be okay for you to physically abuse them? Yes or no? I mean, like, they don't necessarily have to hit you, just the attempt. Some of us are just so angry, you bet not even try. You bet not throw a rock or anything like that. So, do you believe if they didn't do it, I mean, can you take that to court, that they tried? They tried. If you think that's a very good defense, that they tried, and, or they looked like they had a gun, so they whatever they had didn't shoot. Do you believe that it should be okay to go find you a gun and put 4 or 5 bullets in there and let them get it for real? Do you believe that? Is the question. So something to think about before you take an action, right? 3 choices. If your relationship partner is trying to verbally and physically hurt you and fight you, should you, one, call the police, two, curse them back, or three, physically attack them for trying to hurt you? Right? I mean, these are choices that we have. Which ones would you take? Which ones would you take? Would you call the police or something? Sometimes, hey, you might need some help, some witnesses or something, man. Because when you try to tell a story and there's no film coverage or anything on it, it can be ugly. They sometimes call it an overkill. Number four, in the name of mutual combat, uh, in the name of mutual combat, if you learn that your partner, wife, husband, significant other was cheating on you, should you physically abuse them? Start cheating too, call the police, tell them what's being done to you, and end the relationship, right? In the name of mutual combat, if you learn that your partner, wife, husband, significant other was cheating on you, should you physically abuse them, start cheating too, call the police on them, uh, and tell them what's being done to you, or end the relationship? Many people don't know what to do when this thing is going down. Many people don't know what to do. It feels awful. I've been there before. I mean, I've probably done it. I'm sure. Well, let's get real. I have done it before. I've been in that place where I was the cheater, right? So, what do we do? It's something else when the rabbit got the gun. It's something else when you are panicking about what someone else is doing and someone is enjoying what you thought was yours. What are the moves to do? Do you know? Have you written yourself out a list of what to do? Is the question. Let's see. Um, Number five, are you known to seek out and do you have a history of getting in relationships with non-compatible partners or full-blown combative partners? Yes or no? Are you known to seek out and do you have a history of getting in relationships with non-combative partners or full-blown combative partners? Yes or no? Do you get with people that are not violent at all, people that just don't start fights at all? Are you known to always seek out and believe that the one and the special partner for you is the one that likes to bite, the one that likes to start stuff, the one that loves to just talk crazy, call you all kind of degrading names, and you call them all kind of stuff. The ones that just like to get dirty, immediately. Don't wait 2 or 3 years. They get with it real quick. Are those the kind of choices that you are known to take and draw into, right? So, number 6. Are non-combative relationship partners less attractive than full-blown crazy combative partners? Yes or no? Are the ones that don't talk back, the ones that don't say ugly, nasty things, are they more attractive, or are they just real fine to you? The ones that just bark at you, the ones that like to scratch your face, and the ones that like to throw and break furniture and all. Do you love them more? Does it add more to even the love station that you turn to? What makes the partner of your choice most attractive? What keeps you coming back? Is it the non-violent or the violent? Right? Okay. Number 7. In most combative, confrontational, mutual arguments you've been known to get in with some of your ignorant relationship partners, are you known to argue because they're dumb and ignorant, or do you argue because you're mutually ignorant and dumb too? In most combative, confrontational, mutual arguments you've been known to get in with some of your ignorant relationship partners, are you known to argue because they're dumb and ignorant, or do you argue because you're mutually ignorant and dumb too. I mean, like, sometimes you got to check that out because some people say if you know someone is kind of slow and you know someone is kind of special in some areas and you know someone has a high level of ignorance and they are known to make sense out of nonsense. They have all the answers until the day of the test. Are you known to just continue to carry on because they've said something to you that you didn't like? And are you just known because what happens if you talk to somebody long enough, and they're ignorant, you will become ignorant too. And then if you've already known where this is going and where it's always going, and you jump in there, then you making a choice to be totally ignorant, right? And in trouble, right? So, uh, number 7, we're going to close this out. Does anyone believe that finding yourself being combative and drawing to and getting in relationships with full-blown combative partners has you here during 52 weeks of domestic violence classes? Did you know that? Did you know this is this is the reason, right? This is the reason, right? Because their choices here, man. Their choices, man. I mean, and I think you got to really be getting paid, and you got to be submissive to get paid. You got to be open that you will allow yourself to be bought for a price. To be in these kind of things, and then some of us are in them not even for actual price. We're in it for a promise. Somebody didn't even price and put a price up; they just put a promise up. If you allow yourself to be submissive to what I'm doing or what they're doing, I'll pay you. No evidence to no money or nothing, right? They showed you a picture of a car. They even used this face makeup kind of stuff that they do. They took a picture from over here, added it over here, and it looked so real, and it looked like maybe it is a car, but you don't even know. So you think this person is gonna save you and give you all this stuff, and it's been 2, 3 weeks, 6 months, and you're still hungry, still starving. So don't bite into the what you think you hear, and don't sell yourself short because life is very precious, and we don't need to be submitting ourselves to bullcrap. So that's going to be it for yours truly, the counselor. One more time, subscribe to my channel, Domestic Issues with the Counselor, Mr. James Horton. All right, Domestic Issues with the Counselor, Mr. James Horton. You can find me on your web browser, and you can find me on YouTube. Thank you again for letting me hold your hostage.